Hey everybody, how are you doing today? I'm back from Michigan. It was quite a trip, and welcome if we have anyone on here who I met at the show. It was really fun to talk to new people and old people, not old, but people I already knew. Let me see who's on here. Hi, Karen Gartland. There's Charlotta, Leslie, Brenda, Diane, two Karens, Donna, Glum, good to see you. Linda, Lisa, Elaine, Mary Beth. Hey, everybody. Hi, Mary. Hey, Joellen. Yeah, I do feel like that was pretty intense. That was like a day of driving, 3 days of talking, 8 hours a day or more, going out to eat, which was fun. Then driving again. I made it back for the baptism. My grandson got baptized on Sunday morning at 8:15. So I slept about 2 or 3 hours. And then we went, and it was really nice. And then we went over the house for lunch. And then I came home and had a nap, which was the best. You had fun shopping and getting to have dinner with you. Yes, Brenda, it was really fun. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, in fact, Brenda made me this nice little goodie bag, and I wanted to thank her for it. I had some of it on the way home, but she gave me some fun stuff. Made this beautiful card, which she did with the workshop from Karen Hightower. Isn't that pretty? The colors are so intense. And then she also gave me some cute little books because she knows that I collect them, and some other Swedish fish, which I didn't get to, but I will, and some other fun little things, and M&Ms, which were the first thing to go. And then I also want to thank Sandy Mayfield because she gave this clock for my mom, but I'll tell you what, it's getting I kind of like it. Tells me what day it is, what time it is, exactly where. Took me a while to figure out how to, set it. But that she gave, because her mom had trouble kind of staying oriented as to is it day or night, which my mom does too sometimes. So I think that's really cool, and she will love it. So thank you, Sandy. It's so good to see you. Sandy was there. And usually she comes with us to dinner, but she had a big bunch of people over at her house. Her sister I got to meet, and it was just fun to see everybody. And we had a fun dinner out. We went to a Mexican restaurant. And I was going to do a Facebook Live, but I was busy the entire time. We were just busy. There was always a crowd, so it was great. And I think Marco's, that's the store that I was working for, I think that they were happy with sales, so that's always good. We saw our friend Katerina from Creative Scrapbooker. It was a big show. There were a lot of people out. So anyway, it was great. So again, I want to welcome our new members and say hello and hope that you will join us. This Thursday, we have May that's joining us. So I can't wait for you to meet her. She is really a lot of fun and just a great crafter and a fun person to meet. So I think we're going to have a great time. I hope that you'll sign up to come and watch. And what that does, when you sign up for one of my lives for an event and you click get reminder, I think it says, then you will see, you'll get a reminder to get online and go watch in case you forget, which we all do. Hi, Shelly. How are you? Belinda? Linda? Laura? We missed Laura. She couldn't make it because she was sick. Hey, Mitziana and Judy. So Laura just wasn't the same without you because she's been there every year, even though her car blew up one time. And, she doesn't want to, she didn't want to get anybody sick. And that was, probably good for her too, because if you're sick, you don't want to go out and be around people. Oh, sorry, Laura. Next year, hopefully I'll go back again. So we'll see. What else? Oh, thanks to everybody who filled out the poll to let me know which dies you'd like to see return. I'm not sure that we're going to, it was really good to see what it is you're looking for. So thank you for doing that. And it is, we're talking possibly what do you say, replaying, revisiting a couple dies, remaking them. So we wanted to know what you guys wanted. So thank you very much to everybody who answered. And thanks to everyone in the fan club who is still posting things that you're making with the new dies. And it's so inspiring. So keep doing it. Okay. So what we're going to do today, you love that poll and you missed it. You voted for the heart box. Glum, it's still up. I didn't take it down. Hi, Angela. Reruns. Okay, that's a good name. Needlebook. Okay. Yeah. What we're going to do today is we are going to make these little cute tags that are actually hidden paper clips, and all of them. So when I put the camera down, we'll go through and I'll show you a couple ways you can do it and a couple ways that you can use them. And they are really fun. Oh, the snail mail die. Yes, it's a good one. The heart box. All right, Glum, got it. That was a fun one. Yeah, they all were. They had their days. All right, well, we'll see what we can do. All right, so let me get my little rigged up webcam over here and go for that instead of this. And we can make our little projects, and it's not out far enough. And it's looking at all the junk. Oh, man. I was talking to May about how she did hers, and we were comparing systems. Hers was pretty fancy, but anyway, you do what you can. So this is what we're going to make. This is a little paper clip, and if you can see inside, it's got a paper clip that is in here, and then we covered it with paper because otherwise it won't slide into your book. And I think what I just did was stretched it out. So you don't want to do that too much. So we'll go ahead and we will make one of these little paper clips. Okay, let me see here. All right, maybe that's better. Okay. All right, so the way that I would use it, now you could just use it in a book like this. Oh, and also, look at this. I burned myself with my curling iron, and the day we were going to, the morning I got back from the trip, I jammed my finger, I broke my nail, and I don't know what I did here, but it hurts. But I can bend it, so it's not broken, but it looks horrible. Anyway, I'm not giving you that finger or anything. But I just had to show you because I'm a baby. So anyway, here is our little card caddy. We've been working on this on and off for the last couple of weeks, and it's very grungy, and I really like it. And what I was thinking was it is very neutral, but I thought of bringing in a little color by putting this in here. And the reason was I wanted to show you how to, you know, how we would use all these little paper clips. So I may do that if we have time, but otherwise I'm just going to take my time on this book. So what I was thinking was I would use kind of the same idea that I did over here, which is to put a belly band inside. So I can just slide my book under it and then grab it out. So I haven't done it yet, but it wouldn't take long. Okay, so we'll just work in our little book for now, but that's what, you know, you could put it in a pocket, and you could even make a little pocket here. I was thinking like a piece of lace would be cute and tuck a little tag in it. These here are those, I had a book that one of the people in it was Eileen, and so I just cut out all of the little sentences that looked funny that said Eileen. So Eileen didn't mean to cry, but she did. I have cried all my life, at the most horrible times. Like, just, it's so embarrassing, and I can't help it. But now I kind of look at it as like my therapy. So, you know, it's got to come out, and so it does, and then it's over. And what are you going to do? That's how you're born. All right, now this is another thing that was completely ridiculous that I did at the last minute, but I got these envelopes, and I really like these because they have the big window there. So I decided to make a little holder for all my scraps. These are my, you know, kind of long, skinny ones, my strips. So I folded it. I just took these and I closed the flap, and then I slit this and slit that to open it. And then now I can see all of my little paper that I have. And these are some of the paper clips that I started. These are some little, and this is just a vellum bag. I think I showed you how I had gotten some the other day, and I thought I could use them in my journal, which I can. But also I cut some up. I opened it up because one was wrinkled, and I put my little kind of pieces in here. And these are kind of failed watercolors. I painted them, but they were kind of off center, and I don't know, they didn't look the best. So I thought, well, I can't give up on them. So I will draw lines around them, and they kind of looked a little better. And then I put some of that, where's that stuff I got? It's like a glaze, kind of like, what do you call that? You know what I'm talking about, glossy accents. And I put that on. I don't think it made it any better, but I still don't mind them, and they are a nice little pop of color, and they do match this kind of, they're a little bright, but I don't know. I put them in there because they're pink and they look pretty. Nouveau glaze. Yes, thank you, Belinda. Yeah. So you even cry at touching or sad commercials. Me too. It's just ridiculous. We're just rebooting. Okay, that's a good way to look at it. It is. I do feel better after I do it, you know, like, okay, that's over and let's move on. All right, I did make another one. I mean, I don't know what I did today. I unloaded the rest of my car, and then I just wanted to not do anything, so I made another little pocket thing. So this was a bigger envelope, and it had the name down there, so I hid that, and then I folded it in half and then glued these down. And so these are kind of holding some of my other papers here, just little cards or things that I have that I might want to use. But it really wasn't wide enough to hold the big things, so, but that's all right. Let me close this. Yeah, that was this way. Anyway, I made a little folder. Oh, and this was what I wanted to show you. Here is another paper clip. Now this one's going sideways. You can do them sideways or over the top, and we'll do one of each and you can see. But we're just going to use the tags die. So you kind of have to get it in here. If it's really thick, it sometimes doesn't work. It just can't accommodate, but this one did. Just have to make sure. I guess I didn't glue it down all the way. So I'll show you all the things I did wrong, as usual, and then the good things too. Okay, so this is great to use your scraps with. And here's my machine. It's all ready to go. And I have my platform, my shim, whatever we call this, thin die adapter, one cutting pad. And then I am going to use, let me show you some of the dies that you could use to fit inside the card case. Here's the card case. This is our base right here. That's what that one is. And then this one is really, I didn't use that, even though it's part of the release, but I didn't use that one. I used smaller ones. The main one I used was this. This is the card Waterfall and Tags. Okay, this is what you get in it, and it's hard to see. You only see this top thing. You don't see the 3 tags, but these are all the pieces you get in here. Hi, Diane. Wine solves crying. You whine, you cry, you whine, you laugh. I'm kind of okay with the crying now. I just can't help it. So what are you gonna do? So what I'm using today mainly are these tags, and mainly the small and the medium one, but I want to show you how you can use the big one too. It does fit. If you look, you can see it does fit there, but you can chop it off and make it shorter if you want, and it works fine. Okay, this is the waterfall, which we're not going to do right now. All right, so that's one. The other one that you could use would be the library pocket ATC card and tabs. That's what's in this one. So you could use that card. You could use these. Actually, those would be a cute little paper clip. And you know what? I did one the other day. Where did I put that? I think I showed you guys. So here's another idea with paper clips. And I just folded over my tab and made this little closure for my book. And this is the one that we did with the little, book or the accordion pockets. So they're fun. And there's more paper clips, actually. And I do want to talk about the good paper clips and the bad paper clips. Not bad, but just too fat. And I figured that out. So sometimes it's hard to find the other ones, though. Anyway, that's one. Okay, so you could use this. All right, the other one is our mini slimline and tickets. And I do have a bunch of those cut that we can add to this, just to kind of make it look a little fancier. We could stamp something on there, but mainly I'm just going to make a couple of these and you'll get the idea. But another one you can use. Where did I put it? I guess I didn't have it out. Okay, another one you could use is your tiled alphanumeric, because you always need letters and numbers, and this comes with a whole set. You use the 0 or you use the O for a 0, so you get letters and numbers. So on here, I could have put, the year or whatever I want. You can spell out someone's name. So there's that. Here's another one. This is the folio page pocket and flowers. I like to use this piece right here to make little side pockets because they fit nice inside there. So I just basically got out a bunch of my dies and started fooling around. Oh, there's that one. That's the folio one. And this is snail mail. So any of these will work, or anything that you have that you want to add to your book or your little pocket book. Now this one we made the other day, and I think, can't remember what the name of it was, but I think we made it out of one sheet of paper or something. I can't remember. But I wanted to put a picture in there. I think that would be really cute. And here you have a gift tag. And so this was a fun little exercise to do. So if you're looking for it, we did it, I think, last Tuesday, maybe. So you can find that in my YouTube thing. All right, what do we have there? I think I took something out of there. So we have a little pocket, and this is a nice little tuck. Now, see, if we wanted to go like that, you can use it to put pages together, or you can put little things in it. Now, this is one that goes on from the top. So I wouldn't do it over there because we already have a pocket there. You don't want to mess it up. So just slide it over the top for decoration, or you could even attach more to this. And the nice thing is you can see it on the front and the back. You could write on it. You could make a little book and put that inside. I just think there's so much stuff you can do with these. They're really fun. So let's go ahead. You should cut some tags and label your projects with the name and date. That would be a great idea. Eileen, can I ask you about mount board, which when cut by the die went wrinkly on the inside? That's weird. The outside is fine, and I wondered if there are any other solutions. And peeling off the lining paper. I don't know, Margaret. That doesn't ever happen to me. I wonder if it was had a problem when it was laminated, because it shouldn't do that. It should hold up just fine to your cutting. I guess you could cover it, you know, but who wants to do that? I don't know. Well, I'm sorry you did that. Where did you, is it the right thickness, Margaret? It should be about 1/16 of an inch. So, hi, Nancy Ferguson. Yes, these tags are very handy. And, you know, set of 3, so it's kind of nice. This is the medium one. So, I already have some paper. So, let's just go through and do one, and you'll see how easy they are. Okay, let's do a big one out of this. Okay, so I put my dies in this little tin here. So this is the big one. So all I'm going to do, and this is so easy that anybody can figure this out. All I'm going to do is lay this out so that my fold line is inside the cutting line of the die. Okay, so I have it there. And what you might want to do is just take a little bit of that purple tape, which I did because it might move and then you'll be mad. I'll show you what happened to mine. It was a stripe and it was just messed up. All you need is a little bit, and this will peel off. So then you're just going to take your die cut machine with this platform, which is the big one, the thin die adapter, cutting pad, and then you need another one. This is a new one that I opened at the show, and I already got luster wax on it. Okay, then we're going to run it through. We're doing a top fold one right now, and then I'll show you how to do the side one. Same idea, nothing hard, but there is a little trick to it, and I want to tell you about which are the good paper clips. All right, so let's peel this off. Just do it gently. And you can reuse this too. So now you have this. So you have a little folder, right? And you've got these little holes. Those are already punched out. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to find a paper clip. Now, the mistake that I made was I used ones that were covered with plastic, and they were too thick, I felt like. They work, but the other thing that I should say about paper is that this paper, this is 49 a market, this is really thick. So you're going to get a thicker tag, especially when you're putting an inside. This is Mary from Dayton. Oh, hi, Mary. Yes, good to see you. Oh, I was already there, Mary. Oh, from Dayton. Well, when am I coming? I didn't know about that. Maybe your platform has marks and they're leaving an impression. Maybe. Oh, it wasn't Sizzix mat board. You know, it could be. I don't know what to say because I didn't see it, but the materials that Sizzix sells are designed to work with their dies. Anything else, you know, we just don't know what it is, so it's hard to say. But it could be, it's either too thick or, you know, I just don't know. But I would try maybe using something a little thicker. Yes, you know, you got those, yeah, with the clear plastic. I know, they were just too much. But these I got at Daiso, these flat ones, which are really nice because they will go right up against the edge here, you know. Now, you can use 2 on a project or 1. I just use 1, really, because I think that's enough. And then the other kind are these, and I think I got them at Staples. So they're the small ones. These are the big ones, but you'll notice they're a little thicker, and you don't really need the thickness. I have a question. I cut out another journal out of chipboard and now I've decided I want to put fabric on it. Can you put fabric on the XL journal pieces after you cut it? Will that work? Sure. Why not, Rhonda? You're just going to need some good adhesive. And you could do, actually what you could do is put interfacing or, you know, iron-on interfacing like a stabilizer that sticks. And you could put that on your fabric and then cut it on the die. and then you could wrap it. It will give a little bit, or you could try also putting a stabilizer. See, what I would do normally is I would put it on all at one time, but if not, this is an easy die because it's square. You know, the corners are a little rounded, but with fabric, you're not going to notice that. And I think it would stretch enough to wrap around. So yeah, I would give it a try. That's what we do. We all experiment. We try things. Let us know how it works. Okay. Yeah, they do. I think they sell online. Yeah, these are just really cute. And of course, I wish I had gotten more. I have to go see Glum, so we can meet at Daiso and I can buy 20 things of this. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is, and it's the same for all of them, pretty much. I am going to get another piece of paper. I could use this because I've got a scrap here now. And just, I mean, I'll trim it up just because, you know, we're doing a show here, but it doesn't matter because it's inside and you're not going to see it. Okay. So you're just going to fold this in half. And you're going to put your paper clip on here. Now, some people say, because I watched a couple videos, okay, all right, Daiso trip. They said put the little one in the front. I don't know why it matters, really. So you can do it however you want. And what I do sometimes is I line this up here. Now, if I'm going to put a little fabric kind of loop through here, I leave that so I can go through my paper clip. So let's just do one so you'll see what I mean. Here is a little piece of, I don't know what this is, some kind of string. This might be a little thick actually, but let's see. I did use some, here I used some seam binding and it worked fine. So let's see if this will fit. This is the big one, so I think it will work. Maybe not. This is why I should never do this in a video because it takes me too long. Although I do have my little skewer here, and I always use my bamboo skewer because it works better than the pokey tool to poke it through. There we go. All right, so just pull this fairly even and, you know, you have a tag. But I maybe should not have done this first. What I usually do is I glue my things together. I think it doesn't matter here. Okay, so what we'll do is just add a little glue. Now, I got out my Fabri-Tac in here, and I don't know why. I've just been thinking I should use that once in a while. So it comes out really easily. So just make sure that you get this all around. And then you're going to do the other side too. And just press it down. It'll work with the art glitter too. Just make sure you get it all the way over to the side here because I'll show you what happened, what I did wrong with something. All right, now just press down and just, you know, let it sit for a minute. But one of the things that I did, I had actually cut something out of this and I used that as a tuck, and all these little serrated edges stuck whenever I went to put my thing over something. So don't use serrated things or anything with a weird edge. Make sure it's all glued to the backing. Can you see that? That might have smushed out a little, so don't do that. As usual, I am sacrificing so you don't have this problem. Okay, so I know that it doesn't match with this, but let's just see if it works. Hey, Amy Powers. Why are they doing that to you, Amy? All right, so see inside, it's just going through that piece and it's holding on. Now this is not too bad. You know, that's kind of nice if you want that sticking out. So that's actually, all of these are good sizes. And, you know, you got front and back, and you can add little pockets to this, little tags. Let me see what I have here. These are just, oh, this is the one that went off when I didn't add my purple tape to keep it straight. And why I felt like I should do that on a stripe was, I don't know. But all right, so let's do one that goes, this is one that I thought, let's try this, because this is a pretty envelope. There's nothing written on it. I don't know where it came from, but let's try to cut a tag out of this because it's already kind of folded and might be a little light, but let's do a medium one here. Don't think that's, oh, let's just do it anyway. Go. Okay, so let's just, oh, actually, you know what? We can do sideways, or let's do a sideways one with this. So I just want to make sure that my cutting edge is off. I'm going to put this on and then we'll flip it over. Yeah, see, you can see this edge, so I know that this fold is going to stay and it's going to open the other way. Okay. What is Glum saying? He's working on a junk bag. Yes. All right. So, you know, it doesn't have to be any certain weight or special kind of paper. The only thing that I would say is that the inside one, I wouldn't use like book page or anything. That's just too skinny. Right? You know what? I could get another little one out of this one here. So that's pretty. All right. So let's see how this one goes. This is probably the thinnest paper that I have tried. Oh, no, that's weird. Oh, okay. You know, I got it on a fold here, so that's all right. I'll just trim it up and it doesn't matter. Yeah, can't even tell. That could be the back. So you could do it either way, or you could cover this with some book page or with another color, or, you know, tear it or make a little pocket there. You know, it's easy to do that. Okay, so that's how you do the side one, and we've already done the over the top one. All right, so what else was I going to tell you? Now we could do a little one of these. This is the library pocket, and so if you want to make one out of here, the only thing that you want to remember is when you go to put these together, you know, don't do it this way. Wait a minute. Well, you can't really do it that way. You have to do it this way. But, you know, you want it so it can come apart and grab on to whatever is under it. And actually, let's do this one because this is going to go another direction. It even kind of matches, but this is a nice way to use up all of those single-sided papers. Oh, too much. These I would make a little smaller because sometimes they're in the fold and they get, you know, this could even be a little bigger. You know, you could have it the length of it. That might help it slide in. So then, you know, again, we're just going to take our little paper clip, put that nice and tight, and let's use our, what do you call it, our glitter glue. So make sure you have a lot. Oh, I know the other thing I wanted to show you was using shipping tape. We'll do that one next. All right, so you could see, if you were going to do this wider, then maybe I would do 2 paper clips there. And there are a lot of videos on this. You spent your afternoon making pocket tags with paper clips and dangles. Oh, Lisa, put them in the fan club. I want to see. What are you saying? What would these be, Amy? Hi, Linda. What am I using? Okay, this, oh, look at that. All right, now that's a good lesson. This is thin. This is an envelope, so maybe that's a little bit too thin because the glue is showing up there. We're making hidden paper clips so that they go like this. This is a nice thick one. You can see inside here, there is hidden a paper clip, and it's covered with another piece of paper, so it allows it to, you know, grab on. So all you do is you take it like this and you put it between a page. And that's kind of pretty. Look at that. It's the same paper as the cover almost. And you could add more stuff to this. But the fun thing is you get a nice front and back. And also, if you want to use it as a closure, you can do that. So if you wanted to, like I did over here, I was trying to keep this little folder together. You know, it's kind of thick, but I just took this one and put my little paper clip, and it holds it together. It's pretty. So you could put on here, you know, what's inside, or stamp on it, or do whatever you want, and that will hold all of your stuff together. For some reason, I don't understand how the paper clip works on this when you glue it down on both sides. Belinda, it's still grabbing stuff. So let's see. If I look in here, can you see? This is, you know, it's still grabbing. It's still a paper clip. And what you're doing is you're trying to hold it so it stays in place. And this is like, I don't know how to explain it. Can someone explain that? Yeah, just make one and you'll see. It really is, yeah. I mean, they're fun because if you just had a folder, you know, so let's take one that we've put a thing in. Oh, most of these I think I did. All right, now that one was kind of a failure. So you'll do them and then you'll say, oh, I get it. Oh, here's the one that I was talking about. See that? I used not only a thick plastic coated paper clip, but this, which is like all serrated here. And it's very hard to get that to stick. Although, no, it did it, of course. But I mean, the paper clip is still working. It's just bulkier. See how that one's sticking out, kind of? Okay. Yeah. No, I had to watch it several times to get, and there were a couple different ways to do it. So let's do another one, and I'll show you which I don't think this one works as well. I just like the glue, but you know, it's all up to you. All right, so here's a piece. It doesn't matter what we're putting inside because you're not going to see that. This is going to be closed in. Now this is a lighter weight paper. Let's see how that does. And let's try the shipping tape. It's just another way instead of the glue that you would keep the paper clip inside. Okay, so let's use the, we could use the big one. Oh, let's do the medium one. All right, so I'm going to do a sideways one. And again, I'm going to use my same purple tape. Just making sure that this stays how it was, because otherwise it's just going to cut two tags, which is fine too, but all right. And do that. I'm a hands-on learner. Me too. Because I just didn't get it. And it was, well, yeah, why would you want to? But then I made one and was like, that is pretty cool. All right, so let's cut this. And the tag shape is kind of cool. And I like that it's a little pocket because you could even, if you wanted, you could fold this over again and keep this line inside here, and then you'd have like a trifold. Which would be kind of fun. Just go slow. Let me take that off. This purple tape is pretty cool. All right. So actually, I probably should have done a thicker material for this, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. And let's do a longer paper, just for the heck of it. So let's all right, so we'll fold this way. And let's do one with 2 paper clips, just so you can see. All right. Actually, I don't want to waste my flat ones. I love them. And I may even have to get more of these. But see how much skinnier they are than the bigger 2-inch ones? Look at the metal. It's just a lot lighter. You really don't need heavy. I mean, it's only paper. All right. So there's one. Okay. Actually, I don't know if this is going to work with the shipping tape, but let's give it a try. I don't think it's gonna. I should have made this bigger, but all it's doing is it's placing. How do we do that now? There's a couple different ways that you can do this, and I forget how they did it with the shipping tape, but I don't think that's going to work here, so I'm going to do the glue again. I want it to work. But I even put the glue in here. Just make sure you have plenty of glue and do it to the edge, because that's the one thing that you want. You want this paper to stick to that one. All right. See, look at that's already stuck down. Man. But that's good. You want it to be. Okay, I'm using my little glue pot. I love that. Don't have to keep putting my needle in and out. They are all Sizzix die sets. Thank you, Yvonne. Yes, they are. Linda, in the beginning of live, she showed us all the die sets. Yeah, go ahead back, Linda, and watch, and you can see which ones I'm using. Okay, now see, that's not coming apart. That's because we kind of glued it together, and we have 2 paper clips in here. Okay, but because those 2 layers are put together, it's still going to hold in whatever we want. And we put this down the middle. And see how that's not going to fall off? If we had done this just as a folder, you know, it would fall off. And that's the function of the paper clip is still the same. So it's just going to help it stick on there. Okay, that's all it is. All right, that's kind of pretty. I like that. So that is the hidden paper clip. And then you can go ahead and you can take your lace and let's see. Let me see what I have here. I have my little, I call them Groot, but I think it's a caramel apple. Someone crocheted that for me in the group, and I like it. All right, so here is some of this stuff. So on here, now this one is opening, so you probably don't want to keep that together. So you could just do it on one side, but it'll still look pretty because you'll see it from either side. But on here, it's not really functional. It's just for looks. But you could use anything. You could use like twine or hemp or anything you have. Any scraps, you could put lace in there. That'd be pretty. And you could use lace also. I was looking for my tray, and I don't know what I did with it, that I have all of my extra lace and little things. There's a little scrap of fabric. See, that would work too. You could, it's kind of fat, but you maybe could get that through. Or ribbon, you could use yarn. Actually, that would have been pretty. This is chenille yarn. I love working with that. You can't wait to make some. Physical stores, but they do have a website. Oh, we're talking about Daiso, I think. This is kind of fun too. Now this would make a cute little pocket. Let's do that. So we can just cut this here. I like to tear it so it has kind of that frayed look. And then just glue around here. And that can hold a little tag or something. So did everybody have a good Mother's Day? I know that's sad for some people. And I get it. Mom did pretty good. All the kids called her, so she was happy. I might trim that off, but I don't know. I kind of like that. And then you could do like a little, here's some of that, that dress that I had when my sister-in-law got married. I'm still using the lace. I threw the dress away, but I kept the lace and these cute little flowers. So you can use that. And actually, I think I showed you before that one little tab here. This is another one. That one I think I put a little distress around. So, you know, however you're, that could be cute there. I could do a little one here and a big one. So, you know, I'm just fiddling around here, guys. But whatever you have on your desk, I mean, just see how it all goes together. Make some little tags. And, you know, when you do a journal, it's handy to have that stuff ready to go. Then you can just add it to your book without having to stop and make a bunch of them. You know, like, so I would, if, you know, if I were serious, I would cut a bunch of these while I was at it and had all the stuff out and just kind of keep them on hand for when I did get my book going. So I'm going to cover that hole because I'm probably not going to use that. And that's cute, so I'm just going to leave that on there. And, oh, where'd it go? What side? Oh, nope, wrong one. And then, you know, this would be cute with one of these sayings. There was one that said, it was nice. Yeah. It was nice, she said. I thought that was a good one. So this, you know, if you get an old book that has good stuff in it, you know, just cut out pages and see. Now you'll see that wherever you put this, you probably will see that, but yes, you see it there too. Maybe I'll lift, oh, too late. See, that's really, it dries so fast. So these are just kind of fun. They don't really mean anything, but this is a junk journal, so who cares? Doesn't have to mean anything, right? One son made a delicious barbecue dinner. The other one brought daylily and a bottle of wine. I don't drink wine, so I gave it to my daughter. It was a good gesture, you know? They try. All right. I do like that little flower on there. I think I might do another one. Oh, and let's do one paper clip. Now this you could do with hot glue too. I wouldn't do it, the hot glue with this, but I would do it on here because if you're sticking it right to the paper clip, that wouldn't hurt. It takes sometimes a little while for it to. All right, now you want to go like this here, right? Because you want to use the paper clip. So I'm going to put a bunch of glue here. I don't know how this is going to go. Should work. See, the other one you were putting 2 layers between paper clip, and now you're directly on it, but it should be okay. Just squish it down. Lisa, you could ask for the wine bottle back when empty and do a front crack on it. Love cutting up lace for embellishments. I know, a little does go a long way. Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of short, but that's all right. I mean, you don't have, maybe you're just adding some little tiny thing to it. And you could put a word on here. But, you know, this could even go on here. You know, it matches, and you could stick something else to that. So I know that this is kind of weird. Like, why do you want this? But they do come in kind of handy. So I just wanted to show you guys. I had fun doing it. It's one of those things. Yes, a button would be cute. And oh, wait a minute. I do have, look at that. I have a tiny little button. Is that where you mean, Belinda? That's cute. Or even on here. Kind of big. Yeah, I think I need it on there. Yes, good idea. I know somebody said that last time and I missed it. It's hard to see and make stuff at the same time. You know. Yeah, that's cute. And let's see. Maybe there's a little tag. Now this, I was thinking of doing one with this. It's like Frosted Flakes, and it's really pretty, but I think that this would be too thick to put in a book. I think it just would really be too much. So I was also thinking a map would be fun to make a little pocket out of a map. This is a little light, but if you added a thicker paper inside, you know, that should be fine. That's buffalo. And then what else? Oh, this is one of those pockets, you know, that like, let me just show you. I don't know if I have any sides, but that, you know, oh, actually, we could put the book in here. Look at that. You know, that would hold it in. Now, the other thing that I was thinking, and that's because I was at the show this weekend, and I had all these books that I was showing everybody, and I realized that I should have been showing how to make a belly band that goes around your book and holds your cards in. So I'll just show you. Let me see if I can find something here pretty thick. This is good, but it's kind of one way, is not as stretchy. Well, this might, you know, something like this. I think I tried dyeing that. But I would just take a piece of lace and wrap it. But I would get one that was pretty wide. You don't need real wide, though, just to hold them in, because the cards are usually, see, I didn't glue that down. I would probably do a different paper for this. I would do a neutral paper. But it does work to, because remember we didn't, some of these we left as fold-outs. We didn't really bind it exactly as a book. But I wanted to leave this last page open so that it could get tucked either under a belly band or, and I think in this little pocket would be very cute. Then you could take it in and out as you wanted. But I would just take my lace, and you could even put paper under it. I like the idea of lace because it's still light, you know, and you can see your cover kind of. And even like tulle might work, and just make a belly band here so that maybe a little Velcro or a magnet so that it holds what you have inside in. So if I had room on the die, I could have done that, but I didn't have room. So you guys have lots of stuff in your stash. You could even make a paper belly band or anything else that you have on hand. Burlap, that would be cool down the center, yes. But build that into your design, because you don't want to spend all this time making this really pretty thing and then you cover it, You could work it into the design of it, actually. Oh, good. Good, Brenda. A wide elastic piece. Yeah, that would work too, Even a skinny elastic piece, or one on each side. Yeah, let's work on that idea. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm going to put this back in here because even though it does have that feature of being the paper clip. Actually, what gave me the idea was when I used this little one, and then I thought, oh, what if you just put this in here and have it sticking up? But I don't know. I'm running into something here. And this is pretty thick, so this may not be the best idea. Probably if you use one of those thicker paper clips. Yeah, there we go. But I like it better on the front. And I'm just using it as a tag, but it does have another function, which makes me happy. So I like that. But yeah, you could put these anywhere. I might do a bunch of them because you could even clip a tag to a page or anything, with this. Paper clips are very handy. I love office supplies. I mean, you could just stick it on here. They're just fun. And I think the other thing that appeals to me is I do like the idea of removing things if I want to work on them or just change it out and it's not permanent. I didn't glue it in there and I can never take it out. So I don't know. Anyway, that is what my idea was. Well, and a lot of other people have the same idea. I am not the only one. There's a lot of them if you go and watch online. I was doing them a different way, but this to me seems like the quickest way to do it. So if you have more ideas or you see a better way, post it in the group or leave a comment here. Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Margaret. If you're journaling, it can hold your space like a bookmark. That's true too. I thought this would be a cute little bookmark, I mean, I usually have a receipt or some, thing that I'm just like a Shoppers Food Warehouse receipt or, like nothing pretty, but I like the idea of having a pretty bookmark. Yes. I think just great bookmarks to give with a book. That is a perfect idea, Brenda. And you know what? Even if it does go the up and down one, to put over the book, you could just say, wait a minute. This one, say this is your book, oh, that's another one with the serrated. I mean, I don't even know why I bothered with them. They're just going to drive me crazy. But, hope you enjoy the book, So cute. And, I mean, made out of pretty paper, there's like nothing to it. So, anyway, that's the deal, guys. All right, I am going to go. And don't forget, come back on Thursday and see May because she is great. And she's going to be working with this card caddy die. So she's going to be making something. I don't know what. She is going to be trying it for the first time. So it's going to be fun. So come and see us on Thursday, guys, okay? Get my poor finger. Ugh. It feels okay now, though. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys. Also, if you haven't joined the fan club and you hear me talking about the group, come and join the Eileen Hall fan club. Make sure you answer the questions, and we will let you in. And then you're going to be part of a really nice sharing group where we like to kind of help each other and give tips on things that we've done, things that work, things that don't work. If you have a question about anything, just post it in the group and somebody will help you. Thank you, Glum. She's so fast. That's the group. We have the Facebook Lives Tuesdays and Thursdays. So come and watch these. You can always watch them on replay. Watch over eileenhall.com. We have a blog post that comes out in the middle of the week and 3 to 5 new projects. And you can see them on Instagram and Facebook and get ideas. And then my amazing designer team has tutorials on how to create all these things. So we really have lots of education and things to share with you guys. So we hope that you want to join our community and hang out with us. And I'm really happy to see you guys. So have a great week, and we'll see you on Thursday. Okay? Can I show you my new mouse? It's working good. All right. See you guys. Thanks for coming.